On Sunday, rescuers searched for dozens of missing persons in the remote islands of southeastern Indonesia, expecting more casualties from the storm that caused great damage to the population. The helicopters were deployed to search for 72 survivors who went missing on the islands of East Nusa Tenggara, where the hurricane caused high winds and torrential rains, causing flash floods and landslides. Authorities said the number of casualties could rise as rescuers arrive in more isolated areas. Pictures taken in the region on Saturday showed fallen trees, the choppy sea and wooden houses destroyed by the storm, and debris floating in turbid floodwaters. At least 8,424 people were displaced, nearly 2,000 buildings, including a hospital, were damaged, and more than 600 homes badly damaged by the cyclone that had moved over the Indian Ocean by Sunday morning. Meteorological Agency Chief Devastation Karnawati said once rare tropical storms are more common in Indonesia, and climate change may be to blame. Authorities in neighboring West Nusa Tenggara province announced casualties on Sunday, and at least 2,000 people were injured in neighboring East Timor. Some of the inhabitants of Lembata Island may have been washed away by the mud into the sea. The deputy head of the district expressed the hope that help is on the way. We were only able to search on the seashore and not in deeper places due to a lack of equipment yesterday, Thomasola Langoni told Reuters by telephone. A volcano erupted in Indonesia last month, he said, killing vegetation at the top of the mountain, allowing hardened lava to slide down to 300 houses. On Thursday, heavy rain and strong winds hit the city of Tangerang, causing several trees to fall. Officers immediately dispersed to several centers of the incident. 2 shopping centers in Tangerang City were damaged by the wind and heavy rain that had hit the area since Thursday afternoon. The canopy ceiling of the Metropolis Town Square Mall in the area of Jalan Hartono Raya, Tangerang City, was damaged by strong winds and heavy rain. Luckily, there were no victims due to the incident that had panicked visitors and mall staff. The wind also damaged the roof of the Tang City Mall car park entrance, which fell off and bounced off. Rain and strong winds also knocked down some of the building panels, especially the roof panels in the parking lot. Indeed, it was the worst rainstorm on the roof of the parking gateway, but the officers had tidied it up. There are also some damaged building panels that have been handled. Damage from strong winds has been repaired. Meanwhile, all parts of the mall building are also inspected for possible damage if a similar condition occurs. Heavy rain and strong winds will continue on Friday. Therefore, the entire community must be vigilant and not travel. Drive carefully, stay away from areas with lots of trees and stay up to date with the weather forecast on various social networks. After a terrible volcanic eruption, a powerful hurricane, a devastating earthquake, and frightening clouds accompanied by hundreds of lightning struck the country at once. The hurricane wind in Jakarta was accompanied by heavy rains, which caused flooding, as a result of which many residents had to be evacuated. The wind blew away everything in its path, broke trees, and demolished the roofs of houses. The wind speed reached 50 kilometers per hour. Some of the homes of local residents were destroyed, power lines were cut, and thousands of homes were left without electricity. Highways, airports and schools were closed. There was a lot of material damage. Information about the victims is being specified. Also, incredibly beautiful, but frightening clouds formed in the sky, which were accompanied by hundreds of lightning. The inhabitants were very frightened, and many spent a sleepless night.
A bizarre tornado-like storm ravages Sydney, causing dozens of homes to collapse. Eyewitnesses say they heard heart-rending screams as the trees fell to the ground. Strong gusts of wind that came out of nowhere and what fire chiefs call mini-cyclones left a devastating imprint. Houses were destroyed and 20,000 people were left without electricity. New South Wales police confirmed on Sunday that strong winds combined with lightning had knocked down a tree in Narrabeen, which hit the roof of a car while the 3 women were inside. Witnesses said they heard the screams of those in the car, but could do little to save them when the wreckage fell. A startled resident filmed the moment when a gust of wind blew from the roof of a neighboring building. The violent storm caused chaos on the roads, traffic lights were out and transmission towers blocked the streets. Local residents also reported that widespread power outages affected 20,000 homes. Since 3:30 p.m., emergency services have received several reports of hurricane damage in the North Beach area with trees and power lines in the suburbs of Mona Vale to Forestville, New South Wales police said.
were poles and trees falling in the areas of Tauhu, Santa Rita, Engenhall, Hyde and South Judge. Many wires lay on the ground and crossed highways. Fortunately, there were no reports of serious injuries to people. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, see you soon.